Federal European Industrial Science and Research, more commonly known as FEISAR. The founding of FEISAR was a much calmer affair than the formation of Oricom and Kyrex, although it was much more of a knee-jerk reaction than a seriously thought-out plan. When AG Systems were bought out and relocated to Japan, Europe was left without an AG team. Not wanting to be left behind, the European Federation financed the formation of FEISAR to fill the gap left by AG Systems. They were by no means hard done by in terms of money, and they were able to entice several key members of AG Systems to remain with them. However, their primary target, Pierre Belmondo, was not interested in money and chose to remain with AG Systems. Unfortunately, the words FEISAR and success were almost mutually exclusive in the early years, always seeming to fill the gap behind the larger teams. This fueled accusations that they didn't have the stomach for serious competition. This wasn't helped by the fact that FEISAR did not have a single base of operations due to an inability by member nations to agree on one. The entire operation of hardware, researchers, engineers, administrators and race crew were constantly travelling from one temporary base to another in a bid to keep each member nation happy, and they were bound by contract to spend at least 3 weeks in one of 12 different locations every year. It was widely said that FEISAR winning a season wouldn't just be a great achievement, it would be a miracle. Despite all this though, FEISAR have a well-respected reputation of bringing through some of the highest profile pilots in AG racing due to their craft's ease of use. While the majority of these pilots went on to bigger and better things with the more successful teams, their contribution to the team while they were there began to propel FEISAR up through the league rankings. Despite a few financial setbacks along the way, they were able to secure a number of high-profile pilots in the run-up to the F9000 Championships and proclaimed that it would become their most successful period in their history. They were not to disappoint, with lead pilot Daniel Johnson securing medal positions alongside Zios and Piranha on a number of occasions. However, their performance was overshadowed by allegations of corruption within the F9000 organisation, and rumours of race fixing and money laundering. When the league collapsed, FEISAR quickly made moves to distance themselves from these events. They managed to weather the storm and return to commercial AG development until the dawn of the new FX300 league. Grabbing the opportunity to return to AG racing following the formation of the new league by the Belmondo Foundation, FEISAR made their return with a variant of their well-known LS model. Despite competition from one of their former member states when Great Britain broke away in 2193 to resurrect Icarus, they chose to stick with their tried and tested configuration of a high-thrust, tight-handling craft. They quickly established themselves in the FX300, excelling on the new narrower technical circuits such as Citanuova and Sabenko-Klein. They continued into the FX400 league many years later, and with their new Fury class craft currently being tested in the FX350 events with a higher top-end speed, it seems FEISAR are preparing themselves to challenge the top teams once again. FEISAR have become synonymous with AG racing, and with Oricom's late arrival to the FX400 league, they are the only team to have had a presence in every single season since the inception of the professional championships way back in 2048.